Hi, I'm Fionna Gossling from Royal LePage Real Estate Services in Oakville, Ontario, and I'm here to talk to you about what happened in the June real estate market in Oakville. So, this information is coming just from the Toronto Real Estate Board. We take that specific to Oakville and narrow it down and try to summarize it in a meaningful way to you so that you can understand what's going on in the market. So this graph is showing us what's happened in June 2018 versus June 2017. And these are the stats that the media will often use. So in the past few months, they've been saying prices are quite a bit down, or units of sales are quite down. And you can see that in June, things started to level out. So we are actually up 17% over June 2017. Our active listings are also up, and that's important to look at because you want to find out how much inventory is out there, and obviously depending on inventory and number of sales, that's going to tell you how many months of inventory are out there and whether it's a buyer or a seller's market. So you can see right now, last month, we had 3.5 months of inventory. And that's still a seller's market. If things are priced properly and marketed properly, they are still selling in this market. It's just that because there is so much more inventory for buyers to choose from, they are becoming more discerning about what they have to choose, what they choose. The average sale price is down slightly, only 1%. So I hope that we're going to see things kind of stay a little level, maybe increase a little bit in the fall, but it's anyone's guess what's happening there. But certainly we're still in a seller's market, and it's only taking about 26 days on market for things to sell. So things are still selling relatively quickly. Now this slide tells us what's been happening in Oakville in 2018, month over month. And that's kind of what we want to track to see which direction things are going in. There's not a huge volume of sales every month in Oakville, so to make things statistically relevant, you do need to start to look at the trend. And you can see that in June, we had 302 units sell. That's compared to 313 in May, so down a little bit, but not very much over May, and up over every other month this year. We also have slightly fewer units for sale in June. We only had 1,055 compared to 1,111 in May, and that's going to give buyers slightly less choice and help sellers a little bit. Although when you look at months of inventory, it's been pretty flat for the last 3 months, or it has been totally flat at 3.5 months of inventory for the last 3 months. So it's quite firmly in that seller's market still. And you can see that our average sale price has increased. Now it's important to note in Oakville, because we're only looking at 302 sales, a few really high-end sales can really skew that, or a whole bunch of condo sales can skew that. So it is what it is, and days on market is 30 days there. This one, because real estate is so dependent on the product that you're buying, Oakville by far has more detached homes than it has condominiums or townhouses. And you can see that this past month, we had 167 detached homes sell, 144 townhouses, and 144 apartments. And when you scooch down here to months of inventory, we had 4.1 months of inventory in detached homes. And that's important information to know because it means that you have to be priced really well. And there's more for buyers to choose from. As soon as that hits 5, we're into a balanced market. 5 and 6 is a balanced market, and then you're heading into a buyer's market. So right now, it's okay, but we want to keep that number in the sellers. Well, depending on if you're buying or selling, I guess. There's only 2.8 months of inventory if you're trying to buy a condo. So condos that are priced properly are still showing because there is not a lot out there to choose from. Obviously that depends on your average sale price as well. Okay. This one, I've alluded to this graph in all of these updates that I've done, so I thought it might be helpful to actually show you what I've summarized, and I won't go through it all with you, but all of this information is on my website in the market update section. And basically what I look at every month is the neighborhoods in Oakville, how many transactions have happened, what the average days on market are, what the average selling price, and more relevantly, what the median sale price is, and the average list to sold price, which is useful to know, but it depends on how people have priced things to begin with. So I hope that you find this information useful. If you had any questions about what's been going on in the real estate market or want to know what's happening in your neighborhood, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to let you know and give you an update on what's going on. Talk to you soon.